Well, howdy, y'all.
Hi.
Some of you are feeling like crud. We've been feeling like garbage for a couple weeks.
So sick.
So sick.
So sick.
We wanted to share with you all
Does
some of
anybody
our...
else have the sickness right now? Because there's a lot of sickness going on.
A lot of drainage.
Yes.
A lot of disgusting dripples coming out the snot faces.
We call it snotopotamus.
It's a real thing. It's like the duck-billed platypus coming out your children's faces. It's scary. It's creatures coming out.
Tell me how you feel, Pearl. You poor thing. You got so much snoticles. We gotta get you a supplement.
Bayberry root.
We're gonna get you some Bayberry root, baby.
Bayberry root.
You poor baby.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Sad.
It sucks.
So sad.
It sucks because you can't suck the boogers out. But you know what? Chelsea's one
I want
go
to talk about the babies really quick because the babies have been totally miserable. And as any of you mothers and fathers know out there, when you have a miserable child, it makes you miserable too. You don't sleep well, they're not sleeping well, and if they cannot breathe through their little nose because they have so much mucus, they will be miserable. They can't nurse, they won't drink a bottle, they'll just cry, they can't sleep, they're just absolutely miserable. So I don't know if you guys have ever used a booger sucker, okay? But these things are amazing, okay? You know the little bulb nasal aspirators, you might have seen those. Those work okay, and if that's all you have, that's all you have. But this thing, actually there's two different types. This is the Frida nose sucker. I've had this thing is like ancient. I've had this thing through all of my children. I think I've had this since Naomi. That's why it's missing the mouthpiece down here, but I've had this for a very long time. This is very effective tool. This is a little more expensive. This one's like maybe $17. This one on Amazon, and this one actually I just found for $9.99 on Amazon, and it has been awesome. It's been a champion. This is actually really like contoured and like kind of rubbery and soft silicone, and then I don't know, it just feels like it's made of better materials. And then you unscrew it here to rinse it out, and it's got a little filter there, so don't get freaked out. Even though you're sucking it like this, you're not going to suck their snot up into your mouth. There is a little filter that'll block it, but anyway, this is amazing way to aspirate. So what you'll do is just take a little saline. Sometimes their mucus is so thick you can't get it out, and so you need to take a little saline, just tilt this back, put a little in each side of their nose, and then you want to just suck their boogers out, and it is so great, you guys. So anyway, I just had to show you this because this has been such a lifesaver with sick babies. Suck their boogers out and they will be so much happier, and then it doesn't go down in their throat and cause them to have a bad cough. If they are getting a cough, like you said, there's the onion poultice you could put on their chest. We never tried that with our babies. We just actually took a tiny little strip of an onion, put it inside a sock, and then did that for 3 nights in a row with our babies, and they definitely showed improvement. So just put the onion on the baby's feet. That's great too. Also, if they're teething, I just wanted to show you a couple things. We just use this homeopathic like teething tablets, which do help for oral pain. And then this actually copaiba, however you want to say it, essential oil. You can literally just put this right on your finger and just rub it right on their gums. I've heard people will do that with clove oil, and then maybe even Roman chamomile. I think those are the 3 different essential oils that help with teething, but we like the copaiba. Anyway, we really like this oil, so those should help them if they're teething, because if they're teething, then they're getting lots of snot too. So it just adds to the whole problem.
Okay, we just want to talk about some of like the Reynolds remedies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been at this thing a long time, y'all, and we're always reaching for, like, we don't want to go to the drug dealers. Know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be dependent on them. Don't want them Walgreens guys. We don't want them to be getting our business no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, we wanted to show you guys some of our medicine chest. I'm just saying.
These are things that have just along the way have like worked for us, and you know, different supplements work for different people, but these are some of the ones that work well for our family, and we've tested it out.
We've been using them for a long time. Some people are like, why do you guys have so much energy and you're so brilliant? I'm like, we're detoxing all the time. Like, detox or die, fundamentals. Like, I'm basically continually detoxing. I take moderate breaks to not detox, but I basically know that I'm always on the edge of dying, and so I like supplement or die. So
we'll have to do another video about our detox that we did, because that was something.
Brutal.
Contraction stance. It's just a default that my body knows well when I'm going through severe stomach cramps.
Come on, Mom.
I'm like salivating a little right now. It hurts so bad. The only thing I can compare this to is childbirth cramps. Level of detox going on. Oh, so painful.
We've done a lot of
But it's
different
good.
detoxes.
Good results. Good results from detox.
She got her sense of smell back after like 12 years of not having it.
I mean, that's amazing.
She couldn't smell my farts ever. Our marriage was a lot different then. It's very different now. In
Now I'm
real
like,
life.
Do you smell that? What am I smelling? He's like, well, I don't know what you're smelling. I don't smell it. I'm like, what am I smelling? I'm smelling something.
Or she smells my stock. I'm like cooking. I'm tryn to like decompose a
Fish stock is the
skull.
worst.
Like sometimes I pick up animals off the side of the road that are dead because I want their skulls or their claws. And then I boil them to get all that stuff off. Like rotting turtles.
And I caught a turtle. I love the red-eared sliders. Obviously, I want her shell, but Naomi told me no. But this one's super grumpy. Meet Penelope. Oh! Listen to the sound. Hold on. Oh, this is Rose. She's super snuggly and sweet. She's an alligator snapping turtle, and she is marvelous and
My
tiny.
claws don't even hurt.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Look at that long little snake-like neck.
She's adorable.
Check this
Look at
out.
her long tail too. Name, move your hand a little. Let's see her tail. Nice. Oh, Rose is adorable.
Rose is adorable. Now, Penelope is super grumpy. She's vicious and snuggly.
Look at her mouth open. Oh, Rose. Or
Anyways.
Penelope, sorry.
Be considerate. Some turtles are grumpy. Jimmy, your nose is in snapping range. Watch out, Jimmy!
That's why I detox, y'all. So, but we wanted to share some of our absolute go-to remedies. So like in this course of this video, we'll show you how we make some of our own. Like because I go wild crafting, I go out into the forest and I find medicines and stuff because I literally believe you can pray to Yahuwah and he'll show you the tree. You're like, the water is bitter, we're at Mara, we're whining.
There is healing in his creation.
Go to the trees.
Yes,
Go to
and the water.
And the water.
Well, hello. Today I went out harvesting. You know, I had a little extra time to kill before a massive grain pickup. Hallelujah for the Josephs out there. Bringing the grain to the nations. But you know what? I went on a walkabout because I'm always interested in finding absolute remedies. Cures. It's amazing. They grow on trees. This is one of my absolute favorite ones right here. This, let me introduce you to my friend here. This right here, this little lovely buddy with that most peculiar little bark right there. See all this? Kind of like little Rice Krispies popping out of that bark. A little bit of a papery, silvery, sheeny color. Scrumptious. Let me tell you something. When you when you sniff that bark, it smells a little bit like almonds because this is wild cherry. One of my absolute favorites. This bark right here, inner bark, is one of the most beneficial things, especially as you're going into fall and winter and the seasons of the month of the year where people get cruddy, sick, and miserable. You boil this in some hot water, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Man, you're off to the races, son. It's delicious. So I have a little foraging bag right there. I've got my double-edged sword. Still trying to figure out how to use that thing properly because palm cuts suck. You shave the inner bark off like this, little section of it. This is a good zone to do it.
So we have like lots of tinctures. We got a lot of tinctures. And some of these other people made, like this black walnut tincture, which is great for getting rid of those parasites, all those serpents that are inside your body. You're full of them, every one of you. I know you think you're not. Guarantee it, son. Black walnut tincture. Somebody gave us. This is great gifts.
A lot of people actually have given us tinctures.
Because they know we're like this.
Somebody made this Uznia tincture. Uznia, you guys.
Old man's beard.
We love this one. This one is like...
It's like an antibiotic in a sense. It's just like...
growing in the trees. It's like moss growing, lichen moss, growing up in the trees.
It's dualies. It's like both a moss and a lichen. It's really cool.
And it falls down off, like the branches will fall down. It sheds the branches and it's just stuck to the branches. And so you can just forage and find it on old
You gotta be in a wet
rotten
climate.
branches.
You gotta be in a wet climate. Though. That's one of like our go-tos. Uznia is great, you know? But we just want to show you also like kind of our
Pardon
date.
my coughing, sorry.
That's why we're doing all this,
We're
y'all.
still on the mend.
Totally.
But I will say this. Well, I'll say it at the end. I'll say it at the end.
We're gonna take you on a journey of like how the Reynolds navigate an illness. Like when we got some kind of horrible toxin that we've all been exposed to simultaneously, every one of us overnight. Interesting.
My conspiracy hat is brimming right now.
Anyways, so these are like how we fight that out. So we're gonna show you like over the course of this video, like how we go out into nature, find stuff, make tinctures. Chelsea's gonna show you some of the other like old school homeopathic like remedies that old timers would use, like real people that had wisdom. Because our grandmas didn't teach us good stuff. Know what I'm saying? Like Chelsea doesn't have a grandma she can call and be like, Grandma, how do you cure yourself from sickness? She'd be like, go to Walgreens. It's true. That's sad. Grandmas, you should know better. You should teach your children real skills.
Oh,
like onions.
The
son.
power of the medicinal onion.
Not that style. We're talking about cutting
Who
it.
knew onions were so medicinal?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very pungent, right? And in the garden, they're very intense smelling. You know, you can plant onions next to things that you don't want to get devoured by pests.
Like strawberries.
Yes, I was gonna say onions and strawberries, a good companion planting. But who knew the onion had so many medicinal properties? Would you like to read about the onion?
Let's talk about the onion for a second.
Read about the onion.
Let's go to our books. These are like the weapons in our arsenal. Like we can either draw a knife, right? Or we can draw a book. So this is one of my go-tos. This is by Rachel Weaver.
She's
awesome.
a Mennonite, I think. Look at all those children she had. Look at all those children.
That's her resume.
Mighty arrows.
Just saying, they're alive.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. I don't know how children.
She's
are
a midwife, and she been doing this natural thing for a long time.
This is what onions are used for: antibiotic, relaxant, coughs, high blood pressure, coughs and colds, pneumonia, high blood sugar, bacterial infections, stops bruising, and the immune system. So she's got remedies in here for like that just persistent cough.
Yeah.
She's like, onions for coughs. Chop an onion, mix it with salt, 2-to-1 ratio, put it in a saucer, heat it up, put the mix into an old cloth, cool it until you can put it on your forearm, place it on your child's chest, have them go to bed. Cough abated. There's a lot of pneumonia going around. So
Yeah.
gear up, son. I'm just saying we're trying to give you the remedy before you get to death. So, anyways, go-to book, resources. She has another one, a companion one that's called Be Your Own Child's Pediatrician. This will save you from going to the death doctor dealer's house. You know, not all doctors are bad. Just gotta say it. Some of them are amazing.
Yes.
We love them. However, there's a lot of them who are totally brainwashed and it sucks. And they might even know the truth, but they won't tell it to you out there.
With the modern medical way,
But
this
is good
ancient
stuff.
ways of treating things and more natural ways of treating things, y'all. And especially with Yahuwah's beautiful creation.
Totally.
So
like, this is like a version of a tincture. This is marigolds. This is
that
one of
was
my
given
like
to us.
given to us. So I strained off half of it and then I take it in a tincture. Like every day. This is my marigold. I take this thing every day. Then I take feverfew stuff.
Or he's telling you just his day-to-day remedy.
This is like literally like every day. I take this all the time. Marigold, feverfew. This is like lemon balm. Lemon balm? Lemongrass? Lemon balm. Lemon balm. See, people gave me like a big jar of this stuff. So I just take this stuff continually on a regular basis.
Lemon balm's like a relaxant, right?
Yeah.
Kinda like relaxant.
White willow bark, which is great for pain remedy. Turkey tail. I made this from my friend. Ship me mushrooms. I love you guys. Ship me mushrooms. I'll smile and turn it into tinctures. So I made it into turkey tail, which is one of the best medicinal
I
mushrooms.
found some turkey tail the other day.
I made it into tea every
With
day for you.
Jubilee.
I boiled it down.
Jubilee
in teas.
found it. Jubilee loves finding mushrooms.
She's a great mushroom
She
hunter.
is. She's so cute.
Your children have spiritual anointings to find certain things.
Yes.
So if you got a mushroom hunter, train them well. This is my little percolator, y'all. I love this thing so much.
Percolator.
One of my friends gave me an aluminum one, and I used it forever because his grandpa gave it to him, and it was an heirloom-like thing. Then I found this at a thrift store and was like, yes! So I pour my like raw, earthy stuff in here. Where is it? Let me grab it.
Herbage.
This is like my normal medicinal herbal blend. There's like untold number of herbs and plants inside this thing because I just keep adding to it as it gets low with just whatever I find. Slippery elm bark, corn silk flowers, mulberry, juniper berries,
A lot of barks. He's always harvesting
sycamore bark, elderberries. I mean, I just am always shoving stuff inside this thing. So then I percolate it. Every tea, y'all, you should be boiling or extracting for 10 to 15 minutes. Like, do it that way. That's a water extraction. These are alcohol extractions, ethanol extractions, like Mullein. We're going to talk a lot about Mulleins and how I made this Mullein tincture, because that's one of the pertinent ones, and how I made this great immunity blend with all those things inside it. You betcha. So, but I'll just tell you, let me just show you one of my go-to supplements because we've used this stuff forever.
Yes.
This is Restore Health Plus. If I had one supplement, only one supplement that we could have. One. This one.
very good one.
This is amazing. Chris and Liz Bailey, we love you guys. You're heroes. Restore Health Plus, Gut Restore. Don't mess around, y'all. You need living enzymes.
Probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes.
It's good stuff. We are not affiliated with this stuff. I just want you to know this stuff. Reynolds don't make any money off of any of these things.
We've been taking this one for a long time. And if you eat something that isn't setting well with you and it feels like it's a clog in the drain, you just take this and within 30 minutes, I feel like your digestion is going again. Like, it's amazing stuff.
Liquefy it. Let me go on with my daily supplement.
And you can give it to children and babies. You can, open up the capsules and give them tiny portions of this, but it's safe to give to babies and children.
We give that to our babies like immediately.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes.
Lugol's iodine, another like hallmark staple of my morning regimen.
We took iodine when we were first kind of waking up to all this stuff.
It helped us wake up more.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Decalcify the pineal gland.
Yeah. It's very...
Take that fluoride right off. No more calcification.
Chipping it off.
Chunk, chunk, chunk.
Chipping it off the old block.
This is wild cherry bark with spice bush. This one is going to be your go-to for all the CRUDsies. And I'll show you that later in the video how we make that, harvest that. Spanish needle. The weeds, y'all. Go to the weeds. We found this growing everywhere on a farm down in Florida, and we made tincture out of it. This is amazing.
This one, if you have access to it naturally, so if you are down in Florida, this grows everywhere. Okay, when it's warm.
They look like little needles stuck on your clothing.
They're tiny little white flowers, and you can literally just pick the flowers. The whole entire, I think, stalk, leaves, flowers, you can just put it all in a pot and boil it. But this makes amazing tea. It's delicious, and it is so good for like coughs, colds, flus, that type of thing. So if you're in Florida and you have a cough or a cold or a flu, Spanish needle is your jam.
And then you could sell this stuff, y'all. Just saying, make your own little
Or if you're in
business.
Florida and you have tons of Spanish needle growing on your property and you would love to send us some, we would love some Spanish needle.
We were down there at that farm, Danny.
Because I don't think you can buy it in bulk. It's a weed.
Well, and it's hard to keep. Like Danny on that farm, he would go in. He had a lady who was a herbologist up in Maine, and she did stuff for Lyme's disease, and Spanish needle is really, really beneficial for Lyme's disease or things like fibromyalgia and stuff like that. These really intense, like strange disorders, right? She would pay Danny to go out on his farm and harvest this weed. For him, it was a weed, right? He didn't make money off of it, except for this. He would fill this huge box with it and then overnight it to her. And that, for him, he made like $80 on one of these little things. For him, that's a big deal. So that's one of those little products that you can learn along the way. But grapefruit seed extract, you know it. 10 to 12 drops of this in the morning, get yourself going.
Hold up a minute.
So we're gonna talk about
this is really good to combat candida, y'all. Okay.
Y'all got candida.
Y'all got candida up in there. You crave that sugary donut sometimes, like a lot of times. Yeah, you got that candida.
If it's fresh milled, it's okay.
Anyway, this is great to fight against candida. Poor Naomi, well, that's a whole other story. We'll talk about that in the detox video. Mm-hmm. But we had a parasite that we were dealing with. We were trying to detox Naomi from a gigantic worm, and it was disgusting. And she detoxed, and while she was detoxing, she got rebound effects of like
parasitic die-off.
Like, yeah. And it was candida. She got like thrush. She was like hurting so bad. And this took care of the thrush like immediately. So anyway, great tea.
The reason that kicked all that off is this is like my everyday carry. This is diatomaceous earth.
Grapefruit seed extract, sorry.
Diatomaceous earth and bentonite clay. This is really good for like inflammatory problems. Like I have a lot of pain, constant suffering. This is really good because I had my joints blow up in this hand when a firearm exploded in there. This helps tremendously with that and rebuilding the cartilage and all the connective tissues in your body. Really high source of that, but it's an anti-parasite. So like I said, I'm always detoxing. She was never as much into all of this early on. I was like I'm like, oh, it's this supplemental. Like I understood a long time ago that like I would die if I don't continually feed this insatiable appetite of mine. And this stuff has been a go-to. Well, I gave some of this to Naomi when she said she had she had a worm in her poop. And I was all like, you're getting the DE, sweetie. And then it just sent her into a massive parasitic die-off, and it
Poor
was
baby
on.
Detox so hard.
She turned into like a 2-year-old. You know when you're like, your child turns into just like a baby again, and you're like, dang it. That's rough. That's how I feel about it. She's got this compassion thing. See, she's got this mom thing.
My baby.
I don't have that. I feel fuzzier towards wolves. It's she's got this good mom thing. That's why my children are happy.
My babies.
Anyways,
We'll talk about that in the detox video another
time. That's kind of like my daily dip regimen, I guess I should say. Oh, Ganoderma lucidum spore powder. I don't have any of the. I don't have my bottle. It's just like one of those things we sell. We don't talk about that ever, but we sell Ganoderma stuff. Just saying. I never talk about it. Other reasons. I just don't want to merchandise my people. I love y'all. I don't want you to think we're like gaming you for gigs.
No.
We love medicines and tinctures. You can go get Ganoderma lucidum spore powder in all kinds of places, or Ganoderma lucidum. It's
Or you
amazing.
can
Red
find
reishi
it.
mushrooms. We found it, made our own tinctures, and then we were off to the races.
That was so
because
cool.
when I had it fresh, I was like,
That was in North Carolina. We
it was
found it.
electric. I felt like I had electricity in my
It
bones.
was really cool.
So then I was like, well, I should make my own fresh all the time. And then that just launched me down into making my own everything as much as I can. But
We'll just tell you now what we kind of took to help take care of the cold congestion. Like, we were having serious congestion, so much mucus, you guys, I can't even describe to you. Nathan loves it when I say this. Copious amounts of mucus.
beautiful. I love
Copious
nurses.
amounts of mucus, okay? Like coming out of the nose, down the back of the throat, then it settles in the back of the throat, almost down into the lungs, okay? Then you're coughing it up, and like Nathan calls it lung butter, you know what I'm talking about? It looks so thick and viscous and
Chewy.
just disgusting. Disgusting. So, we've been dealing with all that, and then it does kind of settle in the lungs, so we have a cough, you know, our babies are coughing, and it sounds like a really wet cough because you're literally trying to cough out that mucus that's been draining down your throat all night long. It's a sore, scratchy throat. It also like affects your like larynx, like your vocal cords a little bit, like feel really sore. You kind of have a scratchy voice at night, and it seems like it gets worse at night. You know, all these colds are worse in the night and the mornings, but anyway, we'll kind of walk you through what we have been taking. Josh Truex, the founder of Modern Roots Life. Is it Modern
Roots Life.
ModernRootsLife.com.
He's our suppy homie.
Yeah, he's awesome.
The best. He's a
Awesome.
broski of the faith too.
Yes, and he has great supplements, but this one in particular, Camo powder, which is just a whole food version of huge source of vitamin C, and I take this every single day, and I love this one. I don't know why, but like my body feels amazing on this one, and it is probably one of the worst tasting supplements I've ever had in my entire life. It is so bad, y'all. Josh recommends that you take it with a little bit of apple juice, which I understand why now, because it is absolutely rough. If you just mix it in water, it is tough. So I put a little splash of maple syrup in there, and it makes it doable for my children and whatnot. But anyway, Camo powder. So I'll kind of walk you through what we've been doing, or what I've been doing for the girls anyway. But I do some Camo powder. Here, I'll just make mine. Camo powder. Okay. So I do a good teaspoon of that, and a teaspoon is 519 milligrams of vitamin C. So you could probably do a little more of that, but I just do a teaspoon. And then what do I do? Oh, and then I do some of this hyper greens. Check out this. All these alkalizing foods. It's got like barley grass, y'all. Barley grass is super good. It helps the liver to detoxify. But anyway, yeah, super greens blend to just kind of boost immunity. So this is a tablespoon of this.
Are you making our drinks?
Yeah, you bet, girl. I'm gonna get the supplements going. This one, y'all, Bayberry root. Oh my gosh, this has been amazing, and this has been like the biggest blessing. I actually found this when I was sick with mold in the RV, and I had the same type of like sinus congestion thing going on, which was totally from the mold. And I was pregnant, and I was just so miserable, and I couldn't sleep as it was. Just, you know, yeah. Nathan ended up finding this for me in the apothecary. I can never say that right. Apothecary section of Mama Jean's, this little natural grocer place that we have in Missouri. And anyway, he found Bayberry root. He asked, I think, for what can my wife take for sinus congestion? And they recommended this. I took this, drank it in a tea. It dried me up so intensely, like as if I took like a Sudafed or some kind of pharmaceutical. It like seriously dried up all those mucous membranes, and I no longer was drowning in my mucus, and it was amazing. So I have been a huge fan of this root, and so this was our go-to when we were like and had so much mucus. We're like, okay, some of this has got to go because we're literally drowning here in mucus. So anyway, Bayberry root has been amazing. And I think it says the daily serving size is a half a teaspoon, so I just went ahead and, let me see. I don't know what I do. Oh, I'm just doing a fourth a teaspoon, and I do it twice a day. Okay, so there's that one. Then we have a bunch of tinctures here. You can just kind of pick from them based on your symptoms that you're having. But this is wild cherry bark. This one is, this is wild cherry bark, licorice root, spice bush.
Never mess around.
So how many do I just do let's do like a, I don't know. I just kind of eyeball it, honestly. For the children, I just do drops. But for me, I'm just like, give me some of that.
And someone else gave us that too.
Yeah, someone made some echinacea at the Linenite meetup and brought some tinctures. So there's some echinacea, which is good for immunity. Where is my mullein? Where's my mullein? Where's that? Oh, there it is. See, someone made us this.
I made that one now.
No, someone made us a mullein at Saco, but then Nathan made this one. You guys got to see the color of this. Is it still?
Oh yeah, look at that. That's fresh.
So exciting. Look at that.
I made that too. Hold on.
Look at that.
Oh, chlorophyll.
Isn't that so cool?
That's from a living fresh plant.
That's amazing. So I put a little mullein there. Now with tinctures, you can put them under your tongue and hold it for like 5 to 10 seconds before you swallow it down, and it gets into your system a little faster that way. However, sometimes that's intense. Sometimes, you know, if they are alcohol-based tinctures, they will kind of burn.
For certain.
Especially,
These are super strong alcohol-based
so
ones.
sometimes it's too intense under the tongue, so I just go ahead and mix it all up. Okay, so we did mullein. Which other one are we looking for? I'm looking for one other guy. Let's see. Oh, Nathan makes a willow bark extract. This is amazing for just pain, generalized pain, right? Like, because that's where they derived aspirin from, y'all.
Sorcerer's
from the
got
willow
aspirin
tree. Literally. So this is like nature's pain reliever. I don't need any of that though. Spanish needle. I don't have any more of that. So anyway, I would put that in there. I would normally put Spanish needle. Oh,
The Uzi.
Uthnia. That's
Uzi.
the other one. And I don't even know how much to put in here, so I just put a little. Oh man! I just put a little drizzle
Way to go,
in there.
honey.
I put a little drizzle in there. So that's that. And then you
Whisker
can just
biscuit.
hold on.
Where's the whisker biscuit? We have one tool to rule them all.
I'm just gonna put a little. I put some water in here, some spring water. Now I'm just gonna put a little drizzle of maple syrup because that camu is rough, y'all. And the bayberry root. My children will say, "Mom, it tastes real earthy." It does taste real earthy because it's a root. It tastes like you're eating dirt. So I just go ahead and mix this up. And
That little tool.
oh,
Called the
this
whisker
little
biscuit.
thing.
We love
I
this.
think it's like $8 on Amazon. It's been
Buy the slightly more expensive one.
such a, and it's just battery powered, but we love this little thing. See, you just whisk this on up. Now,
Especially for the hydrophobic stuff.
yes, like this one, bayberry root will just sit on top of the water if you try to mix it with a spoon. Same with camo. Camo doesn't mix in really well, but if you have this little whisker, it mixes up really nice. So I just kind of, this is how we do it. We're kind of hardcore this way, y'all.
Extremists.
We just mix it all in because I just want to chug it down. Okay, I just want to like down the hatch, chase it with some water. That's all I want to do because this isn't something you're gonna want to sip on leisurely.
Can't afford apple juice.
No.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
That's strong vitamin C.
You take your supplement? Good girl.
It's yummy.
oh. That was a lot, huh?
We
Jimmy?
changed the mucus mouth.
Jimmy always gets a little herbal mustache.
Sweet line.
What'd you guys think? Not too bad, huh?
No, it was so bad.
It was so bad.
It was so bad. So bad.
But it makes you feel so good. It tastes what?
It tastes good. It tastes like dirt.
It tastes like dirt and mud.
It tastes
Yum.
like dead dirt. Mucus.
Does it taste like something an earthworm would eat?
Yeah.
And your grapefruit seed extract too. She'll put in there. Oh, there's the mullein. See, that's the mullein that I made. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Bring your family to life. You can boil it down and reduce it even more to make it stronger. there you go, y'all.
I wanted to talk about just some of the other supplements I take on a daily basis. I take beef liver, which we get from Josh from Modern Roots Life.
Because almost all the suppliers of that have pork butts inside there. A lot of pork butts in the casings and capsules, or they're sacrificed to Allah. Don't do that stuff.
Yeah,
Ancestral
not good.
supplements.
So you
It's a
want
big
pure,
disappointment.
Pure supplements. So beef liver, I take beef liver capsules. I take like a shilajit powder, which is a rock dust, basically, like super mineral boost. Rock juice. We take, I take bee pollen. I really like bee pollen. Bee pollen, getting all those good B vitamins. I love it. I feel like I start buzzing around like a bee when I've had bee pollen. I'm like, let's get going, let's go. Like, I love it. It gives me good energy. I take magnesium, you guys. We're so deficient in magnesium. I can't even find it here.
Magnesium malate.
Oh, I don't know.
Magnesium
Right
malate
here.
is what she takes.
Yeah.
That's your day one.
Yeah, I take magnesium. What else do we do on a daily basis? Oh, I take like I take a multivitamin because I'm breastfeeding. I just take like a postnatal and then
Chlorella.
oh, the chlorella.
Show them the chlorella.
The chlorella.
Show them the can.
Well, let me just show them a little nugget.
You can buy it in that size can.
Chlorella.
Because you take 10 of those a day.
So chlorella is it's an algae basically, and all it is we take it for mold detoxification. So isn't chlorella a binder? Is it a binder? I'm pretty
Super
sure.
critical, and it's good for your blood. It's
Yeah,
like blood support too.
Yeah, and
Any
we
of the
take
chlorophyll.
Yeah, chlorophyll too. But anyway, we take this every day to try to help from mold. Another thing I'm doing to detoxify from mold is occasional castor oil packs, and I will just do that I'll do that on my liver, and I'll do that with linen. I just take linen and I soak it with the castor oil, and then I'll just do a nice wrap around there. It will get all over whatever clothing you're wearing, just a caution. So make sure you're wearing a shirt that you don't care about. But it's wonderful. And one time I was doing it and I actually felt pain in my liver. Like, it was crazy. So what else? I'm trying to think what else we do on a daily basis. That's about it. But yeah, for the and then we started strapping onions to our feet.
You'll see that soon.
Cutting them up, strapping them to our feet at night to help detoxify, detoxify and blood purify, and just get rid of whatever sickness we're having. You also cut up an onion and you put it in
A dish with honey.
dish with honey on it.
Put it next to my face while I slept.
Yeah, you can do
Helps
that.
to
You
cough.
can do a poultice for the chest, for chest congestion. What else? We talk about this salt all the time, but this high mineral salt, Baja Sea Gold. What's the other?
Best salt ever. It's also known as C90, SEA90, and you can get it online, and that's like the wholesale animalish
really-
product side of it. That's
really-
what we buy. We buy by 20-pound bags.
It's
for
a really
$7.
coarse,
Delicious. 70%.
delicious.
It's one of the highest natural occurring
Sea
sea salts
salts.
with minerals. Lowest sodium
good.
chloride, highest other minerals. The best.
So yummy.
Tastes way better than Celtic sea salt or any of those other ones. I'm telling you. Your children will just be eating that, and you should let them, because their bodies are like, we need this. So do you.
Oh, I'm also taking milk thistle for mold, I think, and then I have another liver detox supplement that I have here that I don't see here, but I've been taking that too. So.
This is like where our budget goes, y'all.
I've also been cold water immersing for the liver detoxification, for detoxification of the body, to help rid my body of the mold. And I'm going to do a whole other video about the cold immersions because it's been amazing.
She did more than 40 days.
I did. It's amazing. I'm totally addicted. It's amazing, and I feel like it's helping to save my life. So anyway, or rebuild my life, rebuild my strength, and just rid myself of anything that's not good. So anyway, it's been great. That was unbelievably painful. That literally felt like I was laying in an ice bath. I mean, that literally feels like an ice bath. Oh, that was so painful. That was so painful, but I know it'll be for the best. Oh, I'm still just so in pain right now. Like, my whole body is just burning. I'm just burning. Like, it's like your whole body is on fire. Oh, where I feel it the most is in my neck and my back right now. It's probably because my posture has gotten so bad with having the twins. Oh yeah, look at how red my feet are right now. That's how cold that is. Look at that.
Oh yeah, get you then.
Oh, man.
Circulatory.
All right, girls. Nay, go in. You're going to get better.
I'm going
Abram,
to get it.
you grazing on the minerals.
An apple.
Oh, he found an apple too.
Yeah, I gave
can
him a
bail on
dirty
that.
apple.
Good for
He
you.
handed me these rocks.
He traded you a rock for it?
So I came down here today to go in this icy cold water because we have been sick with that. You hear that? For about 2 weeks now. And onions on the feet have been helping. But I really want to get better. And I really believe that this cold water is going to help push me over the edge into healing and getting rid of this awful, awful cold that we've had. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I'm doing tomorrow. When it's all snot and tears, probably not a good day to bake pretzels, but all in all, we do still have delicious pretzels. They may not be pretty.
Oh, gosh.
They may not have turned out at all like you were hoping for. And you may have been a Millenite for a long time, and this feels rather shameful and embarrassing. But you know what? You're still feeding your family, and you know sometimes it's good to have a little dose of humble pie. Sometimes when we bite off more than we can chew, huh? Yeah. It keeps things into perspective. It keeps life real. And I don't know what else to say.
Humble yourself, therefore, before the mighty hands of Elohim.
Humble yourself.
Resist the devil.
It's good to be
He will
humble.
flee from you.
Thank you, Nathan.
You did great. They're delicious. She's all wham wham. But I'll tell you, they're yum yum. And there's a lot of vanity talking and dying in here still.
Still bread.
There's still bread. There's some kind of creature cheese-like stuff that we have here. Yippee. And
Creature cheese.
creature cheese.
Yum.
Yum.
Looks like baby spit out.
Looks a lot like the puke that just came out
Looks
in
a lot
pearls.
like my life right now.
Let me show you my other favorite thing that I'm doing over here. Oh man, phone's on the struggle bus today. Oh, it just won't focus. There you go. The stock pot. There you go. It's a lake.
Oh,
Lamb.
I'm stirring this and it's not even on. The oven's not even, the stovetop is
There you
not
go.
even on.
Leg of lamb. I butchered that sheep. Kill your own animals. Kill your dogs and cats too. Get rid of those things. Raise sheep instead. And children.
Make
Ding.
your own bread. Your own living bread, even if
it's a struggle.
it's really hard some days.
Some days are on the
And
struggle
you wanna
bus,
cry
child.
and you want to laugh at yourself all at the same time.
Raise babies. They're brutal, but they get better. Whereas dogs are only there.
My cheese is
They're
pretty.
like, oh gosh, low heat, hun.
We got stinky old onion feet.
And I got a burning one on the
A burning onion foot. She lost one of her onion feet somewhere in the bed. Tell us why my voice sounds so bad.
on your shit.
We're very, very sick right now. And so we cut an onion in half and we put it inside a sock. There's one lump, there's another lump. We put it inside a sock and we're wearing onions on the bottom of our feet. We put bags around them to kind of prevent any leakage in the bed, but especially it's not ideal to get up and go to the bathroom when you got onions on your feet, but
You know what I do to go to the bathroom?
we got a spriggly little baby here, and we're just trying to get well. It's 3 a.m. and the reason we have a spriggly baby is because she had so many boogers in her nose, and then we had to suck them out, and she didn't like that, and now she's wide awake. So
Yeah, and I have to scooch on my butt to get to the bathroom.
yeah, that's how she goes to the bathroom so she doesn't squish her onions. Well, this is what's happening in the old Reynolds onion patch. Well, I do have to say, I think my cold is definitely at its worst tonight. The night we decided to do the onion patch. I don't know if this is that like peak night during a cold or if the actual onions are drawing more of the sickness out into a head right now. But I definitely feel the worst that I have this entire time doing the onion patch. So this will be a good experiment. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes since I've been awake and I took the onions off. My feet actually feel amazing now. I didn't like wash them or anything like that. They just kind of are drying out and they feel amazing. And I kind of feel energized, oddly enough. I know my voice still sounds not great, but that's just the morning with a cold. But anyway, I feel kind of good. I think the onions might be legit, guys. I think they might be legit. And hey, they've been doing them for
I feel
hundreds of years.
I feel spriggly.
Well, there you have it. Okay, so to prepare this onion, I just cut the end off here, cut the end off here. Now we have the onion. I peeled the outside off. And now we're just gonna cut it in half. Like that. Okay, and actually, to do this for Jane, I might kind of layer the onion a little bit for her. Kind of like, somewhat like this. Kind of cover those holes, but kind of layer it. It kind of looks like a shoe. And then we're gonna kind of do it the same with this one. Oops, break that apart. Oh, oops. Whoops. Whoopsies. Okay, so kind of like that. Okay.
For little Jew.
Yeah, we're gonna put 2 little Jew shoes.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the onions in here.
This is just a little Walmart plastic bag. You can use a sandwich bag, whatever kind of plastic you have, just so it doesn't saturate your sock. Okay, I'm gonna put it right on the bottom of Jane's foot, kind of like that. Okay, Janie, can you open the sock up? Yeah. And can you help me?
Yeah.
Yep. She's helping to slide her sock on there.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of wiggle the onion around a little bit as
And
needed.
then you need some bags on your feet so you can skip the bathroom. No, you don't, Bea. We already put the bag on.
Yeah, so that's ready to go. Oh, took yourself a minute. Did you? Did you? I took myself a minute. Yes, I did. I am feeling so much better. Praise Yah. I feel so much better. I did onions on my feet last night and the night before, and I am finally feeling like I'm turning the corner on this dang sickness. Hold on, I got tea boiling. This dang sickness that we've had, it's been miserable. We went on a little trip to South Carolina, and we got it after flying on the airplane there. And after a day of being there, we all got sick. Right as we were getting ready to leave, we were feeling a little bit better. Got on the plane, flew back home. Wham! Got even sicker. And we have been sick for 2 weeks now? 2 weeks? That's a long time to be sick, y'all. Anyway, we finally got desperate. We're like desperate enough to cut an onion and put it on your foot and put a sock over it and sleep with it all night long. Felt like a soggy diaper when I woke up this morning, having soggy diapers on my feet, but I feel amazing. Praise Yah for his healing onions, for his beautiful creation and his wonderful herbs. Y'all, I don't know if you ever used to take Sudafed or whatever to kind of dry up your sinuses when you're getting all that postnasal drip, postnasal drainage, mucus. It's draining down the back of your throat. It's collecting. It's causing phlegm. You're hawking up loogies. It's disgusting. Bayberry root. My girls even like the bayberry root. What does it taste like?
Tastes like earthy.
It's kind of earthy because it's a root. It's kind of earthy. It's delicious for your sinuses. Your sinuses will love it. And they will all the membranes will be dried up and you won't have any more of that drainage. It is wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Sucker.
And yes. Oh, where's the other end of it? The booger sucker has been essential with the babies. And I've even been giving them this too. I've been giving them, I have my little cheat sheet on the back that I wrote. But it's, the adult dose is a 1/4 teaspoon twice a day. So I just half that for a child. 1/8 teaspoon twice a day is needed. And then for a baby, you quarter that. So it's about a 1/16 of a teaspoon. And I say daily as needed. You can even break that up into like 2 little doses. But just keeping it little small. But it's totally been drying up the babies even. So this stuff is amazing. They've just had snot pouring out their noses, horrible coughs. And this will actually dry it up enough so that they can sleep. Praise Yeshua. So anyway, so happy, so thankful for Yah's beautiful creation.
Happy booger
His
sucker.
wonderful herbs.
Happy
And even for that booger sucker, I'm so grateful. And onions! Oh my gosh, onions!
Sunlight. Mullein is what we are on the hunt for today. So I go to an area that's got lots of sun, rocky soils and lots of sun. Now out here where I'm at in the Ozark, there's lots of trees, which means I've got to go to areas where it's been cut down or there's an exposed rocky area that hasn't been encroached upon by all of the constant tree growth. Like you see behind me, there's 2 deer right there. Bam, just hide in there. So this area is a clear cut. This is what happened when people come in and completely eradicate an entire landscape ecology. But I did find right in there, you see, this is Osage. This is great for dyeing. See that crazy? That's the root. Crazy. Good for dyeing stuff. See that orange, beautiful color. Anyways, right there. Booyah, baby. That's going to be great for a staff. Nice, moderately straight for Osage. That's super straight. Anyways, but right here, let me show you. There's our mullein. Booyah. Okay, so we had a hard frost last night, but mullein is very resilient. So you come in here, you collect this. All I'm gonna do is harvest a bunch of this. You can also look for its stalk. When it flowers, it sends out this super huge stalk that's easy to identify. I'm looking for some of its best leaves, and you see some of them have been on the ground a lot, and so they've already started decomposition. I'm gonna pass on those guys. But we're gonna look for some of the best ones, and I'm gonna collect today, I mean, a bunch of this, because I'm gonna make a lot. So we're gonna collect probably, I don't know, 10 plants, but you can see these are its little babies, its offspring. There's plantain, another one that we can use. Very, very hardy. It resists the frost as well. It'll be here for a good long while. There's some more down here. There you go. You get your mullein on. All right, so I've got some of my wild cherry bark here that I harvested this morning, and I just blended it up. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like just the most decadent smell. Naomi, come here. You got to smell this. Check this out. Smell that.
What is that?
That is wild cherry bark. It's just gonna make a tincture. Alrighty, I've got it up to a boil. Alcohol boils at more like 170-ish degrees versus the 212 with water, and so I'm gonna let this boil off, and it's going to do a nice extraction of those medicinal compounds that are in there. I've got a fan going because those fumes are not good to breathe in, and this can take a little while. So you can do this for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. It depends on how much time you have. You can also use like a coffee pot. If you have a coffee pot, that temperature will actually get it just high enough to be able to keep doing an extraction as a low and slow kind of method. But yeah, this is all there is to it. You can boil it up, reduce it down. If you want to get more and more of that water out of there, you continue to boil that off. It'll reduce it down to a stronger and stronger tincture, which is what I'll do here. And then I will bottle it, strain it out, bottle it up.
All right, here is my just general wellness immunity booster. I've got mulberry, white mulberry in there. I've got elderberry. I've got oat straw, sycamore bark, honey locust bark, Irish sea moss, elderflower, alfalfa, nettle, red raspberry, wild cherry bark, mullein leaf, Ganoderma lucidum, spore powder, one of my absolute favorites, superpower, and juniper berries. Anyways, there we go. Got that guy on his little warmed up cycle. He's about to get strained off and bottled up.
Straining it. Nothing better than the linenite life. Strain your life through linen. Check this out. Wild cherry bark, There's a lot that's gonna be left inside there. So if you just pour it in there, you're gonna miss out on quite a bit. Best if you can to use nice and clean linen. But you can use whatever you have. Just make do.
Oh, that's a lot coming out still.
Don't mess around. More than half.
Yeah, it
Looks very dry. It looks dry and it feels dry. It's because it just pulls that. It evaporates really quickly when it's on your skin. The Reynolds are all about sterile environments. And that means I don't apply to any of those garbage, ridiculous sanitary laws. Let me just put it that way.
No gloves.
None of that junk. Ridiculousness. Just remember the old ways, not the new stuff. Death in the pot. There's life in this one. Real life. Sweat equity. I harvested this morning. It's pure medicine. Goodness. Heal my family, please.
Way to go.
Supplement. Detox or die, y'all. We love you. We're excited that you come on a journey with us.
Yes.
We so have fun with you guys. Seriously, have a great time out there. Make your own medicines,
And
y'all.
I'm sure you guys, there's so many other things you can take too. I mean, people have all kinds of things up their sleeves. They're like, you try this? Oh, no, I've never tried that. You ever try this? No, I've never tried that. There's so many amazing natural remedies out there, and you don't know until you try them. So, and everybody's different. Everybody's bodies are different, but you just have to try different things and find out what works for you. Find out what really is effective for you. You know, Bayberry root was really effective for my mucus. It might not be as effective for other people, but try it out.
Oh, steam, vapor, boiling water in a bowl. Shove your head above it and put a cloth over you.
Facial steam baths.
Don't mess around. Totally forgot
Very
about
good
that.
for sinus congestion.
Super good. Anytime you're feeling the CRUDs coming on, that's a good one. And colloidal silver, colloidal gold, and colloidal copper. Check it out. It's biblical.
Colloidals.
Just saying. You need copper in your life desperately. Anyways, we had a great time with you guys. Go make your own medicines. Tell us about your favorite remedies in the comments below. It'll be fun to hear from you. We love y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Shalom.